So I'm recording this, but I just wanted to go over some announcements specifically because we talked about I learned lots of new things at leadership that we're going to implement. The Cash Dash, you guys, if you aren't signed up, do it. Don't be nervous. I know some people were like, I don't want to let people down. It like makes me nervous being on teams. But you guys use that as like motivation. And if you haven't listened to the call that we did this morning where Micah kind of went over all the rules and stuff like that, you'll understand that even if you were to get one Success Club point or rank advance once to Emerald or to Diamond or to Star Diamond, you still contribute, okay? So say you get 0 points the whole time and your team wins, then you do not get part of the cash pot. So you do want to contribute, but it's like, if you have somebody on your team that goes completely MIA, they're not going to hold you back, if that makes sense, okay? So it's just for fun, but the cash pots, I get like $4,000. Well, it's at 2,000 and then we're doubling it. So there's a lot. So it's kind of awesome. Since it's like the end of October, I'll just kind of go over it. You can look at the Google Doc to look at how all the points are going to be divvied up, but the end of October, we're doing teams tomorrow. The end of October, the team with the highest Success Club points just will split $250. Okay, so you'd get $50 each. And then November, since it's the full month, it will be like 500. And then December will be 500, and then we'll have a grand prize. Okay. And then if you go Diamond, or if you rank advance a Diamond, so like Diana, when you get your husband back to Diamond, that would be a Diamond that would count for you. You'll get $100, just you, yourself, even if your team didn't win that month, okay? So $100 cash, $100 gift card, whatever you want. So it doesn't matter. So does that make sense? Go over the points. You guys can look at the points. Once we get all of the teams done up, you guys will just kind of get in a message thread with your team and just rally. Like, we all know what to do. You just need to help support each other. But we're also going to do like weekly, like your team will have weekly mentor calls with either me, Melissa, Ashley, Jalen, Micah, and we'll just rotate. So it'll be kind of fun to have like a 5-on-1 with a leader. And then we'll do like live power hours, just stuff to help you guys, because I know the end of the year is hard regardless. Actually, it's not hard. We always tell ourselves it's hard, but it's not. And it's the time where actually you should put your foot on the gas and go as hard as you can, so that what you're doing right now will lead how all of next year goes, at least the first quarter of next year for sure. Okay, so don't take your foot off the gas. Don't be like, well, I'm not going to hit my goals. Who cares? Next year, it will totally lead into next year. Okay, so do you guys have questions specifically with that? No? Okay. It'll be easier, and obviously you can ask questions as you go. So Carmen, I just kind of went over, you were on the call earlier today. I just went over the Cash Dash rules, but I also wanted to let you guys know that we're doing, I can't remember what coach it was, Jamie Innes or something. We're doing a specific group that is for people that are like business builders. Like, you're actually trying to make this part of an income. It's not just a hobby. You have big goals and dreams. And we will have a specific group. So it's going to be like the Rising Stars kind of, but more specific. And it sounds mean, but it's going to be a group. We will clean it. Once you hit Success Club for October, you can go into the group. We're going to do extra mentorship in there also. But if you miss Success Club that next month, we're cleaning it out every month. And then once you hit Success Club again, we'll put you in. So it's more just like, because it's not going to be like, I mean, to hit Success Club, you do the basic stuff, but it's not just going to be like fluffy stuff. It's going to be like, hey, you need to level up. You need to do this and this and this. So that's why we are requiring people to know down Success Club. So don't take offense to it if you're removed. Just know that you have that next month to get back in, okay? So we're not doing the mentor calls every Thursday because it's going to be more focused in that group, because we only have so many hours to do calls, especially all the other girls that have a million kids.
Hey, Cozy, I have a question.
Yeah.
So on that, so like say we like get removed and then like the next week we like push really hard and we make Success Club like the first week of November or December or whatever.
Yeah.
Do we get put on then, or are we not put on until like the end of the month?
No, so if you hit Success Club, whenever you hit it that next month, you can be re-added. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I know that you guys, Success Club is like something that should be your non-negotiable every single month. That's where your business, I promise you guys, it will grow. You're going to get the free customers. Obviously, if you're Emerald, you'll get the free customers with it. And you guys, it compounds so much. Like I probably make like $300 a month just from previous customers that order, and you know, from that's like from every single month hitting Success Club. So I promise it adds up. I've had coaches that are free customers that were given to me that down the road they ordered a challenge pack. So it's totally beneficial. If you want to make this a business, do your very best to help 3 people a month, you guys. 3. And that covers all of your products for that month. And I promise that's just what you do to grow the business. Like there's no tricks about it. That's just what you do. Yeah, Diana, same thing. Past lead, she earns, it adds up. And the longer you continue to hit Success Club, the more it just compounds. Okay, so do all you can. Carmen asked, do you ever have your leads reach back out once you reach out to them? Yeah, not super often. Randomly, they'll respond back and just be like, okay, thank you. But not like super, super often. So don't think that it's just you that they're not responding to. It's most of us. But you never know. Like they give you, and then once you get to Diamond, you get like, if someone were to just go to the Team Beachbody site and sign up as a coach, they give coaches out. I've never even gotten one, but there are some people that have gotten them. Like it's just totally random. So it totally depends, you guys. The company rewards us for doing the basics and doing the things that we should be doing anyway. Okay. And then you get to be in the group, you get to go in the prizes that I do every month for that too. So it's definitely worth it. But do you guys have any questions about that, Greg? I was just talking, I'll send you guys the recording, but I just kind of went over the Cash Dash rules. But if you watch the video that we did this morning, it's the same thing.
Is it going to be like mixed, like it could potentially be one of us and like people from 4 other different of the big teams, you know, like everybody?
Yeah, so we're going to try to we're going to try to mix it up as fair as we can. I think I froze. So we're going to try to mix it up as fair as we can. We're not going to put like 4 diamonds on the same team. It's going to kind of be like a diamond, someone that's like Emerald. So that's why we all want to get on, and because we know what our girls are doing and people are doing. So like I know how consistent Diana is. And so we would probably put you with maybe different people that, you know, we're going to try to make it as fair as we can. There's no promises because sometimes people just go MIA. Don't go MIA. If you're struggling, come to me for help, okay? Or go to your team. That's what it's there for. It's just for fun. Don't get all worked up and take offense to it, because I know that some people do sometimes, and you just have fun with it. Have fun meeting new people and working with different people, and it's super fun. Okay, Carmen just said she's coming back. So yeah, do you guys have any questions, concerns?
I just wanted to say that if, like, I've had a rough last couple months as far as results go, but the thing, when that happens to you, you just have to lean on your vital behaviors. You have to lean on not giving up. You have to lean on showing up every day, even if you don't feel like it. Learning new strategies for messaging people. Like recently I was listening to a YouTube training that Scotty Hobbs had put up, and another coach, she was talking about how she just literally goes through people who are following her on Instagram. You know, maybe they never interact on anything, but once she gets through like story watchers, just sending a simple message like, hey, thanks for following my content. I really appreciate that. And some people are nervous. Some people watch me just for fun, and some people watch me because they actually want to work with me, but they're too nervous to ask. If you ever want any information, I'm here to give you that. Just let me know. And so that's just like a super simple way that you can bust out an extra dozen invites a day. And so that's something new that I've implemented in the last couple of weeks. And I actually had like a really good conversation with somebody last night from that message. So I just want you to let you guys know that you're not alone. And like last month, I was only at Success Club 4, and that feeling really sucks. But you know, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop. It doesn't mean that I'm not giving value to people. And like even this week, I've had 2 telephone conversations with people about different options for getting started. And I've had so many people saying that they just can't wait to work with me, and that they're really saving and they're really trying to make it happen. And so that's just the power of consistency. You're welcome, Carmen. I love you.
No, and you guys, it's so true. Like if you honestly look at it, everyone, you guys, I think every business, every job in the entire world, there's going to be lots of ups and downs. But when you're in a down, in a low, so many people just stop doing the things because they're like, well, it's not working anyway. Okay, well, not doing anything isn't going to get you out. It's going to get you absolutely nowhere. So don't do that. Just keep pushing through, because that low is not going to last forever, like everything in life. And you never know. You could literally message one person and it could change their life. You don't know. So keep talking to people, keep showing up for yourself. And I promise that like that whole consistency is, you guys, the most important thing you can ever do in your journey. Obviously be consistent. You don't have to be perfect, be consistent, and with the business. So actually, I thought I posted, it's the qualities of a top coach. Did that ever get I thought I posted it in Team Fusion, but I didn't really have service some of the time, so it probably didn't. But I'll post this in the team page, and just look at the different things. Like Doug Moss, he is the one that talked about it, and he said the qualities of top coaches, and he works with all the 15 stars and above. Okay, 15 stars, there's no above. So he says they're confident, they're not perfect, so they embrace their insecurities. They talk about their insecurities, they talk about their struggles. They're consistent, they're coachable, and I think that's huge, because sometimes, I notice with some other people that once they start doing good, they feel like they're just on top of the world and they don't want to take advice from anybody and they want to do it on their own. You guys, there's no power in being solo and trying to do it on your own. Don't try. Okay. One, it's not fun, and it's way harder. Okay. So being coachable, always learning and trying to learn new things you can implement, switching things up, being creative, which sometimes I don't think I'm very creative, so I need to work on that. Having fun, like you have to have fun, or else have fun somewhere or another, or else you're gonna quit. Okay. And be genuine. So this says you should gauge your success with this business and how many people you help. Okay. And you guys, that's so true. And it doesn't mean this like month. If you're at 0, that's okay. But look at in the big scheme of things, when you reach out to somebody and they're like, hey, like I've been watching you for so long and you inspire me. Like that's helping people. So don't think that it's always the numbers. Okay. Just keep going with that. But I'll post this because I took like notes with it. But it was so good. Yeah, there were so many good stuff that we talked about, but I loved this too. So I think it goes super hand in hand with just like you always hear that saying that says be the coach that you want on your team. And how awesome is it when you get a business builder that shows up every single day and is doing the vital behaviors, is killing their workouts, killing their nutrition. Like it's way fun. Okay. So you better be that person that you want, because so many times people will complain, hey, I can't find a business builder. I don't know where it is, but they're not even being the type of coach that they're hoping for. Okay. You better lead from the front, and not saying you're not going to have bad months. So it's totally normal and fine, but try your best to always lead from the front. It says, be committed to the example you set, lead your best and commit and show it through your actions. So be committed to the example you set. And I think that's so good. There was tons of things, but trying to see. Okay, so this is something that I do want you guys to think about. You don't even have to like message me about it or anything, but I do want you to think about it, because none of you knew me before coaching, and I try to let people know kind of how I was, and I'm not exaggerating when I say the type of person I was. I wasn't happy, but it says who do you need to become to be successful in this business? You guys, you're only going to be as successful as how you change, whether it's internally, mostly it's internally and externally. So until you learn to be the type of person that's going to be successful, it's going to be a struggle. So you need to fix your mindset, and that's every single day. So really think about the qualities. Who do you need to become to be successful in this business? Okay. And then really, really strive to be that type of person every single day. So whether it's in your family, in being a mom or being a dad or whatever it might be, you guys try to focus every single day on being that type of person. So.
Something that I'm working one-on-one with Brad Bizjack right now. And the last week when we had our call, he said, think of the top 3 characteristics that you want to show up as every day, like as your best self, and put those 3 characteristics as a reminder on your phone, like 4 times a day. And so since last Tuesday, I do that. My phone says, I think I just have this memorized. You think you're going to remember things. That's why I need my phone. I don't know. I am positive, joyful, and kind shows up on my phone like 4 times a day. And I have to click off of it if I don't want it to keep hanging out on my screen. So I have to acknowledge it. And sometimes I do find myself at work, like I'm in a cubicle for the first time in the last year that I haven't in 15 years, and people just annoy me sometimes, but that comes up on my screen and I could just be like, positive, joyful, and kind. It kind of just reframes my brain. So,
well, no. Yeah. I love that. And it's like personality traits too. It's not saying that you need to have 6-pack abs or the perfect smile, whatever it is. It's like personality traits that you look for in other people, and then you hope to be that type of person. I love that. That's so good. I have reminders in my phone all the time. So if you guys don't do that, you absolutely should. Sometimes, and switch it up. Like I say, like every month, kind of switch it up, because after a while, you'll kind of like forget that it's there. You see it and it just doesn't recall anything. So if you switch it up, it'll be super, super good. So, okay. Do you guys have any questions, comments, anything you're struggling with? Anything?
I feel like I talk so much, but I do have a question/comment.
You're good.
So how do you guys, like anybody on the team, I feel like when I first started, I was having like so many people watch all my stories, like in the little number in the bottom, it'd be like 250 to 300 people. And I was like, sweet, like that's so awesome. And then this week it's like ranging from like 50 to 125. Like, is that when I should like refocus on what I'm posting, or like, is the analytics different? Like, it's hard not to take it personally when like you feel so good when you see so many people, and then all of a sudden it just jumps down to like, dun, dun, dun.
Well, I think, okay, so it goes up and down. You were just on vacation. The more, when I'm on vacation, like last weekend when I was in Scottsdale, I had a ton of views. This week, it's literally gone down by like 200. So I think it's normal, like in our normal everyday kind of, I mean, I feel like my life's boring. I'm sure everybody kind of feels like they do the same thing every day. It's going to go down a little bit compared to when you're on vacation and doing stuff 24/7. So I know that even before, but my story views seriously go up and down all the time. And it might be if you haven't been spending as much time connecting in your stories with other people, watching their stories and liking their stuff, it might not be showing up as much.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're not, maybe have been interacting quite as much, that could be why too.
Yeah. If I see that happening, I will stop and spend like 15 minutes just like watching other people's stories and commenting whenever I can. And I did that tonight on like 10 people's stories, and I got 10 responses back, or double taps or thanks, or, and I was able to start a couple of conversations that way too. So traditionally
Diana, would you
I've been
say,
doing a good job of that, but that's what I'm doing now.
would you say, Diana, that's the best way that you connect is through people's stories? Because that's another thing that I feel like I struggle with. I can walk up to anybody in a store and like have a conversation with like a complete stranger, but online, and I'm reading this book called Boss Up right now. Online, I'm like, hi. I don't know what to say to somebody.
I'm the complete opposite of that. I am in person with people, and I like cannot talk. So
I am definitely, it's so funny. I could just see you doing that. But I think that it comes with practice. The more you do it, I think the more comfortable you're gonna get with it. For you, Carmen, I would try to do voice messages more then. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're comfortable just talking, and you could almost not even like be doing it if you're like walking around, and that's like, you do, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you do better when you're just chit-chatting and doing other things than just do it while you're cleaning, or do you know what I mean? Where you're not so focused on the message and you're kind of just talking. Does that make sense?
Well, like, how do you, I guess, like, when I say connecting, because I that's exactly what I do when I'm like letting them know what it's all about. I walk around and chat, whatever. But like, if I see a story and I like the girl's shirt, like, hey, I like your shirt. Just, like, I don't know what to say after that. And then there's no like, there's like a thanks, I appreciate it, and then it's over. It's like, what do you suggest with that?
So what I would do, so if you saw somebody post a picture that you liked their shirt, I would like the picture and then message them and just be like, oh my gosh, Kay, I just saw your post. Where did you get that shirt? I love it. And it kind of builds a little bit of a more conversation.
Okay.
Like, I love your shirt. And all they say back is thanks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would ask a question.
And yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if you guys know, but like if you're in your feed and you see somebody's post, if you hit the little airplane icon right next to the post and you send it to them, then they'll see that what you're responding to. Like if you saw that picture of somebody's shirt, you hit the airplane icon, send that to them in a private message, and then you make your comment, and that can take your conversation into like a DM instead of just on and on and on.
Okay.
Post too.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I would do. So, does anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, I was just reading your comment, Diana, about the YouTube is free and full of trainings. I'm trying to think some other coaches that spoke this weekend that I was like, dang, that was so good. I can't even remember. There was lots of coaches that spoke, but Holly Hillier had a really good, I haven't ever really listened to her, but she talked on recruiting, and it was so good. So if you need somebody, go to her YouTube and type in like Holly Hillier recruiting, and if some of her stuff pulls up, it was so good. And it was like talking about just sharing the coaching opportunity, not saying like, come join my team, but just her post and how she talked about it was so good and absolutely not salesy in the tiniest bit. Diana said, sometimes I don't have any training saved to my phone, so always hit up the champions page. Yeah. If you're not in the Beachbody Champions, make sure to click that so that you can, I think you just have to put in your coach ID now, and then they'll accept you. Oh yeah, Carmen, yes. So, and then if you did not watch the National Wake Up Call from Monday, do that, because that was so good. So good. So
Cozy, last time, I promise.
Yeah, you're good.
But I'll try. Okay, so you always say like have something to invite to. And there's like, you sent out that big thing on our page the other day, and it was talking about like all the things that are coming up. So we have like our sneak peek that you just did, and then we have like the, what do you call it? Like the half price coaching, or like the limited time Beachbody or whatever. Like, how do you figure out what to invite to, because like I always just like would post or like would message somebody and say, hey, I have a boot camp coming up, do you want to know some information about it. But like, how do you address, or what would you say to somebody to invite them to something different than your monthly boot camp?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty honest. Like with coaching, I message people all the time, kind of do the soft invites where I'll just be like, hey, I was just creeping on your page and I'm not going to lie. You're totally the type of coach that I'd want on my team. Have you ever thought about it? Or have you heard about coaching? So make it super simple and just kind of get that gateway into inviting them to coach. That's what I would do. And more than anything, it just, if anything, it gets like you planted that seed and they might think of it. If they see something about it, they might think about it, you know? So that's what I do. And when we do a sneak peek, we'll do one early next month and you can specifically invite to coaching. But anybody that I ever talk to about challenge groups, I always give them the option of the coach account. I totally let them know, no pressure either way, but you're going to save money if you're going to do it for more than 30 days. You know, so I always tell them you can cancel either way. You're not stuck in anything, but you're going to save money. So does that help at all?
Well, like what I meant, sorry, I kind of like did that on
good.
that question. But do you know like what am I trying to say? Where you can have somebody sign up for the free membership of Beachbody for 2 weeks, and then they pay $40 and we send them the samples. Like, how do you invite to that? Like, hey, do you want a cheaper way to do this? Like, how do you ask?
So what, I haven't invited to that yet, and we're going to do it starting November 3rd, the 4th, that first week. I'm just going to say it's going to be focused a lot on people that have ever told me no, they can't afford it, they don't have time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to say, hey, we're doing kind of an intro into what a group is. And I know that you're hesitant before on either like time or spending the money right now. We're doing it that's super, super discount, and you'll get a taste of what we do for a week. And then you can go from there and see if it is something that you'd love. So I'm just going to, that's going to be a easy way to follow up with people that always told you no. And
okay.
It's cheaper. Kind of give them an intro. So it can work for money. It can work for time. It can work for maybe them just not feeling super comfortable yet, not ready. So I'm going to go at it in that way.
Okay.
And see where it goes.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay. Do you guys have any more questions? Anybody? But yeah, I'm excited. I think everybody is on is already done signed up for the Cash Dash on here. So it'll be super fun. So,
hi. Hi. Am I talking? Can
yeah,
you
you
guys see
are.
me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, so I haven't signed up for the Cash Dash yet. Because I just literally watched all the videos today, so I wanted to like see what it was. But I heard at the very beginning you telling Diana if she gets back to 1 star, you automatically get 100, or do you get certain points? I feel like I heard that wrong.
Well, okay, so she would get points, but because if she got to 1 star, it would be her husband. So it's like an account that she controls. So she would get 100 because that went.
She rank advances, right? With that. Okay, so I went back to Emerald, but since I'm a lifetime Diamond, when I get back to Diamond, I just get the 10 or 25 points. Okay, perfect. I just wasn't sure. I'm like, oh.
But say you go 1 star in December or November, then you would get. You would get the 25 extra points. Yeah.
So what if an Emerald goes to Diamond? Is that the same thing?
No. So if an Emerald if you go Diamond, if any of your accounts that you control goes Diamond, then you would get 100. If your personal like Emerald goes Diamond, then it's kind of up to you what you'd want to do if they're not in the Cash Dash. If they're in the Cash Dash, then we would take care of that.
So they would get the 100.
Yeah. So if like Jessica went Diamond, she would get the 100. Yeah.
I think she's on here. Are you listening, Jessica?
I think she got off, but she
did.
So
okay, I'll talk to her. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So you should just do it. It's super. It's fun. It's something different.
Yeah.
Like push through the end of the year.
Yeah. So. I'm excited. I'm signing up.
Okay, do it.
Good.
Okay. And I know there's like a million different just just do your crap. Try your best to hit Success Club and grow your team, and it'll be super fun. So yeah. Okay. Anybody, anything else? And I'll let you guys go. No? Okay. Who's pushing for Success Club still this month? I'm pushing for 10. Okay. Keep going, guys. You can do it. So, especially because once you guys get in, I'll add you to that group too. So I'll watch it. Okay. It'll be super good. Okay. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. See ya.